The following 6 signs.
It can alert you to a colorectal cancer, a place you didn't know before.
Thursday.
Well, for cancers at the present time.
And we look around at our families, right? That's a lot of people.
We're getting colorectal cancer.
In our neighborhood.
And one of them is if we detect it early.
The related issue
To colon cancer.
And when we operate on it and remove it, it's almost like over 95% of the time, we're considered to be cured.
But for the most part, we usually get to the late stage. And when it's late, it's almost as if it had metastasized. Then we deal with it very well. It's very difficult.
That's why in this video, share for everyone 6 the signs or the symptoms, so that we see
that we detect a related disease early.
Colorectal cancer.
To have the directions we're dealing with.
To get treatment in a timely manner. So first we'll talk about what it is.
That's what we're going to see as people who have high risk factors.
So we'll have to think about the problem.
Because we often overlook it.
Usually, they are over 50 years old.
Is that we're at risk for colorectal cancer?
Is it's going to be higher, and statistically,
that's more than 50%. The number of people with colon cancer is about over 60 years old. So here if it's in our family.
If there are people over 50,
then we should go to the screening.
Should go check. The second one is something those who are in that family.
My parents are suffering, or people who have their own siblings. Then we should also go to the screening early to check.
So that we detect early some of the signs.
Or the symptoms so that we see that we're aware of.
I have a related problem, colorectal cancer. The first one.
It's something that's a symptom of pain. Then the pain is the cause.
Leading to pain, this is something that you might it will insert, pressed against the surrounding tissue. And the thing that, if it presses on the surrounding tissue, it will
insertion into the nerve endings.
And we create things.
Our symptoms of pain.
Maybe it's at the site of the colon.
Or its surrounding tissues.
So usually we get a sense of things.
Our symptoms of pain.
So where's the pain site? It's not like when we have intestinal pain.
It's usually on the right side. The pit must be ours.
Right. It's for our colon.
Then it's divided into many, many parts.
And that's what we call the large intestine. For example, in food, it's the taste. It's ours.
Then here we'll have is for the colon.
It will have 3 parts, colon up and colon dow.
Which means it covers almost our entire abdomen.
It should be something that we have.
That symptom of pain.
Maybe it will be the whole thing, not the whole
position.
Thing.
And the second one is the pain symptom, and it's going to continuous smoldering like that.
It's not that we have a stomachache one day, 2 days is up, and it's going to be constant pain.
That's our first symptom. Our next one.
That we realize what it is.
That's the shape of shit.
That's normal.
Our shit.
It will usually be brown.
And it's going to be a shape. Follow the pipeline of the colon.
Are we right?
However, if we have a tumor in the colon,
that's the tumor. It will press.
It causes that pipe to distort.
And now it's making shit.
It's a narrow road. It will change the shape of the stool. And people often describe it's the shape of a pencil head.
That means it's going to narrow down.
It's like the head of our pencil. That's the shape of the stool. It's going to change. And when people go to the bathroom,
pay attention. It's our shit.
It's changed.
Shape or not.
That our third symptom might be.
We realize what that is. It's about changing our bowel habits. That's normal.
The habit of a normal person.
That we will go shit.
Is once a day or once every 2 days, depending on the person.
And usually the color of its stool is brown. And the image will be soft. And the Asian one, it's going to have a cube-shaped size. That's a circle. However,
what if we see a situation?
Is that
It's more diarrhea.
Diarrhea here is not caused by
we eat something.
Are we real or are we
eating a food poisoning?
And we have diarrhea, that's all.
But when we have colorectal cancer, it could be a diarrhea.
It will appear more times, without any reason at all.
Because it's about the process.
Which one?
It's a disorder in our large rectum.
Then the diarrhea will be defined when we go more than 3 times a day. And that shit won't mold anymore.
That's when you go through that. The narrowing and the disorder in the large rectum.
Ours is ours.
The condition is diarrhea.
Except for the diarrhea.
Then we can show up again. The condition is also constipated, which may be diarrhea.
Sometimes it's constipation. Then that constipation could be due to something. The colon. The first organ is it.
It's going to be waste disposal, outside. But it's also a place that
the
absorbs
nutrients, the vitamins and minerals. It's the opposite in our bodies.
And when it's messed up.
The first one is disorder. The second one.
It's going to get clogged.
The block it's going to be making the process it. Shit it goes through.
It's going to narrow down and lead to a situation where it's and according to the statistics, the people who
over the age of 50 with constipation, many days like this continuously.
Then we must too. So let's think about the big problem, our rectum.
There's a colon cancer. The fourth sign. Well, we have weight loss. That weight loss is one of them. common symptoms of all types of cancer. And then because of the cancer cell, it's growing very quickly.
It's multiplied a lot.
And it uses the nutrient, or there's a lot of energy in the cancer cells. And it makes the body. We will have a lack of nutrients. And then
we always have it in us.
Always feel this anorexia, this fatigue. And then we're going to start. Is that the condition is
We
weight
lost
loss.
weight after that.
It's a condition of colorectal cancer.
Then the symptom that weight loss. It's also one of the things that we can be.
Digestion.
For no reason at all. It's not because of us.
Fasting or because we lose weight. It loses weight. It's just that it's suddenly losing weight.
Well, for a while.
Maybe the time frame is later.
In a month, we lose about 4 pounds.
We will also have to be. The problem is that we have one.
There's a tumor in our body.
So what's our fifth symptom? That's beyond the point.
If we lose weight, we will have symptoms.
It's like we're tired. That's it.
We always feel like we're sluggish.
It's tired. It's sleepy.
Because the agent.
It's an organ to get rid of things. Toxins, the scum. Outside the body, and when it's clogged.
It could be things. The scum stuff. The toxins it will contain. And it's going to make our bodies.
Is always feeling tired. What's the second one? It also has to do with the energy.
It's going to be for the body. We are not enough. Because it's going to be the whole thing. In cancer cells, it's more.
And it's always. It makes our bodies feel.
It will be exhausting. That's the symptom.
The fifth thing we can be. We know.
When there's a cancer.
Colo.
It's our last symptom.
That's us. There's a pattern that goes out and bleeds.
Then go out and bleed.
It could be the naked eye. We can see it. If there's a lot of blood, it's a lot.
Because when one of these colorectal cancers.
Then it will.
It's going to push out in the bowels of the colon. It's ours, and at that time when it's passing, it will create.
That's the lesion in the lining of the tumor. And it leads to a bleeding condition. If that level is.
If we flow a lot, we can be. I can see it.
And the tumor is right next to the part that's.
It's our rectum. That is close.
Close up in the
Then
anal
we can
part.
be that we see fresh blood.
But what if?
It's on the far side where the colon is on the right.
It could be it.
You have to go through a very long passage.
Before that to anal. It could be the color of shit right now. It's changed to black. And we usually have that smell.
It smells bad.
And also for.
A lot of the time though, it's bleeding. But we can't. It's discovered by how little it is.
It's a condition where there's blood in the stool. In this case, well, we repart.
There's got to be one.
We're going to have a stool test.
At the moment, it has a test.
So it could be finding the blood in the stool. That is, after we go to the bathroom, we drop the test. It's in the toilet.
And if there's a blue one?
It's a possibility that there's blood in that stool.
When we have blood.
It's not necessarily that we have cancer. Colo.
We should go check it out to see if we're at risk.
Because most of the people that have colorectal cancer, they all have the condition that
there's blood in the stool.
This is also one of the ways that we
can be discovery.
Then the set. Test. People can be,
it's not too expensive.
It's about the size.
208 to 100.
We can be, we buy about this test. We go to the bathroom. We drop it in the toilet.
Let's check.
See if I have something. The one with blood in the stool.
And if so, we should check it out.
So those are the 6 signs.
To be able to help people, I found out I have a related problem.
Colorectal cancer.
Or not. Here's what everyone should remember.
That's when we see the signs.
Or the ones with this symptom, we maybe think about the problem. I'm at risk for colon cancer.
But it's not certain. And we should go check it out, so we'll find out.
Earlier.
And the test here is what is. We usually have an endoscope, colon, for us to examine.
Then it will be the most accurate detection. We should go for a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy, because now it's the one. It's also very common to do colonoscopies.
So that we're going to do these things.
Try it after 50.
Especially people who have a family history. Cancer of a parent or sibling. Well, we should check it out like this. Avoid the case is to the extent that it has been a big development.
It's metastasized before we can treat it.
Then it will be too late. I hope after watching the video.
Then we will have some knowledge.
It's also a habit. Let's go for a health check.
His period every day.
And if that,
anyone who sees this video is good.